Explanation on voting procedures. Generally, voting procedures were properly explained to voters as recorded by 87% of observers. At the same time, only 3% reported that people with disabilities, pregnant women, lactating mothers, and the elderly were given preference to vote. Orderly voting. 65% of observers reported that voting was conducted in an orderly manner, whilst 28% recorded overcrowding at polling stations, but the NEC officials were able to manage the situation. In 5% of polling stations, news observers reported confusion of voting at polling station, while 2% reported that NEC officials totally lost control of the process. Presence of other observers at polling stations apart from new. 58% of observers reported that there was at least one observer other than new present. Number of persons waiting in line at 5 p.m. 44.4% of observers reported that at least one person was waiting in line by 5 p.m. Was everyone in line allowed to vote by 5 p.m.? 91% of observers reported that those in the line by 5 p.m. were allowed to vote. People with disabilities voting after 1:30 p.m. At polling stations observed, observers noted the presence of people with disabilities voting after 1:30 p.m., indicating their continuous participation in the process. Emerging concerns. Intimidation. New is concerned with reports of intimidation of voters by the presence of political party stewards in polling stations and in other instances by security forces. New is further concerned about the widely publicized incidents of police intrusion at the talent center of the SLPP located at Maje Town. New subsequently verified the intrusion of the police in the operation of the SLPP talent center. These developments could undermine the integrity of the electoral process and threaten the peace. Elections logistics. Due to logistical challenges, elections in the following places were suspended. In Kenema City, at polling center 2239, wrong polling materials were sent, and this led to the suspension of voting. In Pujehun District, councillor elections in Ward 353. In Kenema District, councillor election in Ward 55. National Election Watch is a coalition of local and international organizations in Sierra Leone with a common objective of supporting free, fair, and peaceful elections. NEW will continue to observe the electoral processes and report accordingly. NEW is part of the Standing Together for Democracy Consortium supported by UK Aid. Further support is also received from the European delegation in Sierra Leone and the Open Society Initiative.
Right, that was Marcella Samba, the Executive Director for the National Election Watch NEW, and she was reading their press statement released yesterday, March 7th, polling day here in Freetown. And she mentioned quite a few issues there, which were also spoken about by the ECOWAS, by the ECOWAS observers. One of which was, the intimidation of voters. The ECOWAS head of mission, the ECOWAS observers head of mission mentioned the press